Hello everybody and welcome to a new video of Q&A Your Time. This video actually is the first in a series we launched a few weeks ago on Your Sound, and in a minute Nigel Long is being the first who will present his instrument to you. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it up in the description box, or there will be an information card here above in this video you can click on. All information is in that video. So briefly, to summarize actually, that I came up with the idea. It's always my instrument in this channel, which makes sense because it's my instrument, it's the instrument I play on, and it's only one sound. So you might have a preferred sound, you might have an instrument that you want to share on the Authentic Sound platform, as you want to call it like that. And so please go ahead, see the video and see if it's something for you. So a few guidelines to summarize briefly what's in that video. You should present me with a YouTube link. It's all explained in the video how you can do that. The instrument you want to present, if it's yours, be sure that it's in very good tuning. That's important, and in good condition. I think it makes sense to only present instruments that are in really well conditions and well tuned. Thirdly, I would really like to know your relationship with that instrument. Summarize it briefly in the video, or just give it to me as a text and I will bring it to the audience myself. And fourthly, I decided not to include self-built or kit instruments, not to deny their really great importance to many of you. I know many of you are playing on kit instruments, but I just think that combining professionally built instruments, so instruments that you buy from a builder, with kit built instruments might lead to some issues. And I've written in some comment boxes replies to that, so you can find information on that. Anyway, whatever we decide in the future to do, this is really a plan. This is not something I know how it develops in the future. Maybe we do this once a month, every 2 or 3 weeks, or once a month, or even, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think it's just wonderful to make this community a little bit tighter, to present yourself in some way and to get to know each other a little bit better. So in a minute, Nigel Long is presenting you with that. In the meantime, just quickly do a few announcements. That first of all, I hope you will excuse me the coming weeks for not having regular Q&A videos, because we are really, and with we, I mean Anya and I, are really working hard for the release of the celebration CDs. You know, the selection you've made out of the 100 music recordings that I've released on Authentic Sound. The CDs are almost ready. The book is in full preparation and will be layouted, I think, in the coming days. It will be a free ebook with these 3 CDs, and the ebook, I think, will be really handily over 150 pages. So it will be a really wonderful package, I think, that we can present to you. Normally the 12th of November, which is very soon, I should be able to give you updates on that. Tomorrow, by the way, that will be the 10th of November 2016, in case you see this video much later, we will have a very special video for you, which is, that video will be featuring all 100 videos in 500 seconds. So for those of you who are long on following this channel, it will be a basket full of memories. And for those of you who are just recently here, it will be a wonderful occasion to see the evolution of Authentic Sound through the last 2.5 years. So that's all coming up. There is a nice trilogy on the small Christopher Clark fretted clavichord that we've made in a 16th century chapel. That will be from 20 November onwards, and I think you will love it, and I will have also regular afterthoughts. Again, before I go to Nigel Long's video and contribution, I just want to take 1 second to talk about Patreons. You know, we have released a campaign on Patreons. Literally with $3 a month, you can make a difference here on the channel, bring it to its next level, like the videos that are coming up on location. We really want to do it more, but that of course costs a lot of time and actually also resources. So if you would like to step in and help us a little bit with that, go check out the Patreon site. which is linked up below and also here in the information button. So without further ado, here is Nigel Long with his instrument. Thanks for watching. Bye.
My clavichord was made in 1960 by Alec Hodsdon. It has a 4¼ octave keyboard and it has had a rather checkered history. When I got the instrument, it was tuned extremely sharp. A was about 465, 470. The case was split at the back where hinges fix. The whole thing was banana shaped to the point where it was unplayable. So I've had a fair bit of work with it. I cut out the very poor quality repairs that had actually broken again where the hinges fit. I fitted a steel plate on the underside to pull the instrument straight. If I get underneath, you can just see the edge of it there. Apparently Alec Hodsdon's instruments were notorious for warping and even breaking themselves up, and all he used to do was fit a steel plate inside the instrument, just cutting away some of the internal timber to make enough space for it. As a conservation project, I wasn't happy with this because obviously it's doing something that's completely irreversible to the instrument. If anybody wanted to have it back as original, it'd be a lot easier just to unscrew the plate off the bottom that's literally held with half a dozen screws. The keys were all out of alignment, so they all had to be levelled up. Time consuming more than anything. A lot of the strings have been replaced. I've yet to replace all of them. It will benefit from that, as some of the notes do sound a little bit dull and lifeless. The lowest notes, the strings that were on there, whether they were original or not, I don't know. They didn't produce a note that was worth bothering with. The only stringing schedule I could find was one somebody had derived by trial and error, and they suggested 0.6mm brass wire on the bottom notes. As a thick solid wire, I didn't think this was likely to work particularly well. I didn't have any wire of that size anyway, so I twisted together some thinner wires to effectively form wire rope, and it is these I have put on, and they work tolerably well. So, as far as the sound of the instrument is concerned, you'll have to excuse the tuning, I'm afraid, because the weather has just recently turned cold here, and I have lit the wood burner. That's pushing the temperature up nicely now, but it's also pulling the humidity down, and every day the instrument is nicely out of tune. Once it settles down a bit, it'll be good for the whole winter, but for now it's in that state of flux and causing me a major headache.